Alright, so this is my code for our second project of the exam, the one with the Cramer's Law. Fortunately, I have it named as palindrome numbers, but will not be it. But I will be explaining my code. So what we have here is we need to use Cramer's rule to solve a 2x2 system of linear equations. For a system, we're using ax plus by equals c, and dx plus ey equals f, where a, b, c, d, e, and f are real constants, and we need to write a program that asks users for these 6 constants and use Cramer's rule to display the solution or solutions. If there is no solution, it should display there is no real solution. And you can see up over here, I've already been running it a little bit, so I will terminate that right now. But I have everything you can see here is at the start. I have my scanners imported, my comment block at the top of the code, and now we can get into the main parts of the code. So for our being prompted to input these constants, I just did system.out.print, enter A, B, C, D, E, F, and you can see that right here. I declared my doubles is final to call them, or because they're supposed to be real constants, so they're fully declared. And because of our systems of equations, I will be using ax plus by equals c and dx plus ey equals f to solve this. So if there will be no solution, we will have a times e minus b times d equals 0. And this is because for the second part, if this is 0, we will be getting an answer over 0, which will not give us a solution. It will show up as an error. But for our x's and y values, I have x equals c times e minus b times f over a times e minus b times d. Because for Cramer's law, I'll just go over a little factorization. So for our first equation, well, we'll be multiplying by d, and second by a to factor out for our y's. We'll get negative adx minus bdy equals negative cd, and adx plus aey equals af. If we factor out the x's, we'll get aey minus bdy to equal af minus cd. Factor out the y's, and you'll be left with y parentheses ae minus bd equals af minus cd. And we can cancel out y similarly by doing aex plus bey equals ce, and negative bex minus bey equals negative bf. We factor out the y's, we will get aex minus bex equals ce minus bf. To factor out x's, we'll end up with ae minus bd equals ce minus bf. And you will see that here. Then, to print out our solution, I will just show like a thing where a and e minus b times d equals 0. So 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9. And you can see it has no solution. So when we run it again, when a times e minus b times d does not equal 0, do 2, 8, 9, and 7, 3, 1. You can see them up here. When I press enter, we'll get x minus equals negative 0.38 and y equals 1.22. And that's about the gist of it. Here are my comments and everything.